This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Well, JR, let's get into some of the fan questions. We have a few this week, and we'll start with Francis Reyes. And he said, JR, do you think Mick was ahead of his time in WCW?
I don't know in what way. Hard for me to answer yes or no on that deal. Ahead of his time in what respect? He had this moveset that he did where it ended up with his hip on concrete a lot. But I don't know if he was ahead of his time or not.
Maybe his style, what he did from a risk, and they weren't used to accustomed to seeing someone with
maybe
his high risk.
Maybe a hardcore styling or something like that might be applicable. But to say he was way ahead of his time, I don't know if I could go that far.
Okay. Reigns and McIntyre, obviously big WWE fan, chimes in and says, was there ever a plan to make Cactus Jack WCW champion?
Well, if it was discussed, it wasn't discussed very long.
Okay.
Look, personality, I never understood that, but that's what it was. So it may have been discussed, probably was, but not seriously, not for a very long time.
Batman Forever's up next, and he says, do you think Sting was Cactus Jack's greatest rival in WCW? I know we were just covering Vader too, but do you think Sting would happen to be his greatest rival?
Well, he certainly went the top 3 or 4, no doubt. Again, they had some classic matches. That's a fair question, and my answer would be a fair answer. Top 3 at least.
Okay. Drew in LA, the wealthy industrialist, asks, does WCW get enough credit for being the first promotion to bring hardcore style wrestling to mainstream audience?
Time-wise, I don't know. It'd be close. But Mick was the hardest of the hardcore, and guys saw what was getting over, so some of them tried it. So, maybe so. But we weren't the only one doing it. I mean, ECW was doing it and doing crazy things. Me and Devon, no, I'm kidding. I'm having fun with Bubba. I love Bubba.
I know you are.
Bubba, Dudley and I have had a great rapport. I used to bullshit him about his calves. Bubba's got great calf development.
He used to like to show them off there in TNA. He would flex those puppies.
Oh yeah. Well, it was impressive.
Yeah.
So I'd always tell him, I said, Bubba, goddamn, you got to get back to the gym. Your calves are shrinking. You look at you like you're serious for 2 seconds. But anyway, I like to get Bubba here. He does a good job with Dave LaGreca and all the crew there at Busted Open Radio, Sirius XM. I wish I'm I'll say a regular viewer, but now that I understand how to retrieve and the archive shows and things like that, I'm a little bit more accessible to it. I'm learning more technical sense than I heretofore had.
Okay.
I like to, and it's just fun to listen to. It's good. It's good to hear what the fans are thinking, and I enjoy that.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.